Welcome back to the UK Basketball Hub, the brand new basketball show on Sports Tonight Live. We'll talk about the NBA London now, happening, the global games, the Bucks versus the Knicks. Guys, first of all, get your predictions straight away.
I'm going to have to go with the Bucks by about 15 or 20 points, to be honest with you.
Evelyn?
It's a close one, but I'll go with the Bucks as well.
Well, then I have to go for the Knicks. I was going to go for the Bucks, but I'm going to go with the Knicks because they're a big city team. London's a big city. They might get inspired.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of think it depends on whether Carmelo Anthony plays. I still don't know whether that's the case. Do you know?
There is a lot of talk around it, and I think he will suit up. He's definitely expressed a desire to play. It's been in the media, on social media lately. He's desperate to play. I mean, you wouldn't want to miss it for the world, would you? I mean, you going across to London is one of the biggest cities in Europe, and although Melo's been here 2 or 3 times before, he's got great memories. He's won an Olympic gold medal here. It's sort of a second home to him. So he's going to want to play. He's going to want to put on a show. So I've got a feeling he'll suit up, even if Derek Fisher doesn't want him to.
Do you think that will make the difference in the game, or do you think that will be a kind of non-factor?
Possibly, because Melo's a big-time offensive player. I mean, you look at some of the players on the Bucks, and although they've got some good guys, they've got Brandon Knight, who's been playing terrifically this season. Melo's just on another level. I mean, he's a phenomenal shooter of the ball. Although defensively he's not that much of a presence, we can get out, he can score bucket loads of points. So you can never say Melo's not going to perform on any given night, because he's just that type of talent. He can come out and he can drop 30 on anyone. So, we've seen it all before. Even
just coming back from injury, you think he'll be at his peak?
Well, obviously the fitness issues are going to be, in the back of his mind. But, I mean, he's still averaging a fair amount of points a game, even with these problems. And I think he's going to see this as a chance to really sort of put on a show to the London crowd, who are always excited to be there. And with the lack of star power on the rest of the roster, he feels like he's going to have to pick up a lot of the scoring. So I feel like he's going to try and put on a show.
Do you think the Knicks are in it to win this game? It's obviously a chance for them to kind of put themselves out there in a different country, but at the same time, losing games would benefit them a little bit.
Well, yeah, losing would definitely benefit them in terms of a draft pick, but. When you go abroad, you want to put on a show for like a lot of the travelling fans or a lot of the fans from abroad, who they want some entertainment. They don't want to see like a 76, 79 game. They want to see like high scoring. They want to see people going out trying to win. So I can see New York really going for it, even though they haven't had the best season so far.
Vince, would you lose games for a draft pick? Is that something that you would?
Well, there's a draft pick coming. I'll happily have one come down to London, that's for sure, yeah. But, no, I mean, I think it's a tough one. And, I mean, they're going nowhere fast, are they? So they're clearing out the table. They're getting new players in, trading the contracts they have away. But I think Carmelo will play, and I think they'll do well. I mean, he's turning himself around. Now, you've got to think that, actually, hold on a minute, this summer, we're going to have to retool. We're going to have to get some big guys to come and join us at the Knicks. So Carmelo playing here in London, Carmelo playing in the All-Star game in a month's time, having a chance to chat to all the guys that are going to be free agents about, listen, you got to come to New York, we've got to do this, I need 2 or 3 of you guys, like the boys on South Beach have done for the last few years with all those guys. I think they're going to go down that route. So a win in London, Carmelo flying the flag, yeah, those guys back home will see that and think, yeah, actually, you know what, I like this guy, he's very likable, let's go and play with him.
Have you ever rested a player that you thought he could be fit to play, but I won't take a risk on him because this game doesn't mean that much?
I mean, you don't want to take a risk on players. You never want to do that because obviously it's not a one-game season. I mean, I dare say, we're only playing 44, 46 games here in the BBL, whereas the NBA you're talking 80 plus. So there's no way they're going to want to risk him. But obviously he's got the best medical, the best everything, and they'll be taking a good look at that.
Evelyn, obviously you're quite young and you might not want to answer this question, but have you ever had a game where you thought, well, I could play, but I don't feel like I'm 100% and I'd rather rest?
Yeah, definitely. So it was like our third game of the season against Manchester Mystics. I wasn't really feeling well, but I knew I had to play because most of my team members that play my position were injured, and they were definitely ruled out. So I had to play, even though I wasn't 100% up for it, but I knew I had to do it for the team. So I just had to try my best.
Is it the pressure that pressure to help the team?
Yeah, there's that, and also you don't want to let your team down. It's important. Every game's important, especially in this league because it's so competitive. So every game's important. So you need to try hardest to win, no matter what. That's how it is.
I'm getting back to the NBA, Luke, talking about the Bucks and their season. they've done quite well this season.
Yeah,
They're looking like a playoff spot could happen.
Definitely surprised a couple of people. I mean, when you first heard that Jason Kidd was heading over there, I think a lot of people began to think, oh, well, what's going on here? I mean, the Bucks had one of the worst records in the NBA last season. No one really expected them to do anything. But players like Brandon Knight have really picked up their game. I mean, he's, as I said before, he's playing terrifically well. The players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's been doing amazingly. I mean, he's really showed out, especially for European basketball, because he's from Greece. I mean, he's just freakish how he plays the game. I mean, he can cover the court in a couple of strides. It's almost scary. And Milwaukee have really sort of put together this brand of basketball, which is winning games, and you can tell that they're doing well because they're already above the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are expected to do amazing. They brought in LeBron, and they've got Kevin Love, but they're playing good, solid basketball, and they look solid for that playoff spot.
Do you think that at the start of the season, when this game was announced to be in London, a lot of fans would have thought, well, the Knicks will win, that's the way it's going to be, and now they're thinking the opposite?
I mean, I thought that. I thought it. I definitely did. I mean, when you see like Melo, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, you're like, wow, this team's going to be good. But even with New York's performance last year, they weren't that great. But I think a lot of people saw Milwaukee and they were like, yeah, New York win. We're going to slay that down straight away. But things have turned out a lot differently than that. I mean, the trade which sent J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert away. New York haven't been playing well. They've been trying to integrate a new offense. And it's just not worked for them so far. And now, obviously, they're trying to tank and they're trying to sort of rebuild. So, I mean, a lot of people would have had their money on New York originally, but now I think the majority of the betting's going toward Milwaukee.
In terms of Milwaukee, do you think this is an opportunity for them to kind of branch out? Because I imagine a lot of fans will be going to watch the Knicks. They're a historic NBA team. The Bucks, I don't know whether too many people know about them. Do you think this is an opportunity for them?
They're definitely one of the smallest market teams in the league, without a doubt. You ask some of the fans who are going down, the less knowledgeable fans, the ones who are going to watch the Knicks, you ask them where Milwaukee is, they wouldn't be able to point it out on a map. So, it's definitely a chance for them to build their brand. It's definitely a chance for people to watch them, get excited, and sort of, pick up some fans over here.
Vince, do you think, this is a bit of a left field question, but do you think there could ever be possibly an NBA team in London?
I don't know. I mean, I know the NBA has talked about expansion in the past, and I think the big thing is obviously what the NBA doesn't want to do is step on the toes of existing basketball leagues. So I think for an NBA team to be in London is probably unlikely, in as much as it's unlikely in Paris or any of the other European cities. But I mean, I think as it is, we see 2, 3, sometimes games here. I think logistically it's possible. But I'm not sure if night in, night out, that can work. I mean, we're talking about 19, 20,000 people on Thursday. I'm not sure you're going to get that every game, 40 games at home.